The reason I'm doing that is obviously I've got lots of my stuff is now maxed. Pretty much everything is maxed except for my walls, and the walls cost a shed load of gold each. These cost 1,000,000 gold. We're currently on 2,944,000, so I'm hoping by the end of this video I can upgrade 3 walls. Yeah, let's get really overly excited about that because it's only 3 walls. So I was trying to find a really good raid for gold, and I stumbled across doing the Balloonion raid, just playing around with it, and I found it's actually really good. Now, it's not the cheapest of raids because I believe the balloons cost 4,500 elixir each. Yeah, that's right. And obviously the minions as well cost that all-important dark elixir, but it's actually a really good raid. So while we're getting those ready, I will show you, this is my attack log. As you can see, my town hall was on the outside, hence the losses, just making sure that my loot didn't get stolen. So the attack log has gone fairly well, especially when you look at the amount of gold that we've achieved. And I guess the elixir isn't amazing, but it probably covers the raids, and also so does the dark elixir. So let's have a look at this first raid against Empirus Das. That's a hell of a name, Empirus Das Ness. And this is actually a pretty good base. The walls obviously are a little bit under-leveled, but it's a pretty good base. Not everything's been done nicely, as in some stuff has been a bit rushed here and there, but it's not too bad. You can see though he has got quite a lot of gold. Actually, scrap that. He's got a lot of gold, 363,000, all sitting in these storages, 2 in the center, and then 4 in total, 2 in the center and 2 on close proximity. So, how do we raid this? Well, first of all, I throw in my king, just to try and take out that one all-important air defense if possible. So I spawn in my king, raise him up. I also throw down a cheeky heal spell there. This probably wasn't the smoothest of starts, and I could have done it a lot better, but I decided to go this way, and once I started it, I had to keep with it anyway. So my queen, I raised her up, she took down the air defense there, and then I spawned in my troops that were ready to go forward and attack. They go forward, raise them up as soon as they get pretty close. They hit the wizard nice and hard. I throw a lovely freeze spell down on the Inferno, air defense, and mortar. I should have really done it on the archer rather than the mortar, but it's not a problem. And as you can see, the minions are then following up nice and close behind, taking all of that loot and also going for the town hall. So the great thing about this raid that is absolutely pinnacle is the fact that the balloons take out all the defenses that could affect your air troops, so any kind of air defenses, and then as soon as they're taken down, you can spawn in your minions, which will follow up closely behind, and they'll have absolutely nothing that will harm them, because any defenses will be taken out. And as you can see, we were able to punish and destroy 3 of this guy's gold storages, gaining a loot of 234,109 gold, which is pretty good. As you can see, we did leave 1, but I was happy with that, and we run home as well with a 2-star 50%. So why did you go down to Masters 2? I found the loot down here very nice, and also the challenge not being so crazy that you lose everyone. But yeah, I definitely recommend for Town Hall 10s. If you want to farm, I think this is actually a really good league, but I also think Crystal 1 is very good. Again, we're doing another balloon raid here. I throw in 1 balloon to make sure there's nothing that pops up to destroy them all. I throw in all of the other balloons, and as you can see, this guy's storages are evenly placed, but I went for the 2 at the top rather than the 2 at the bottom. Oh no, I remember what I did on this one. So I spawn it in a few at the top, followed by a few minions. The balloons obviously taking out the air defenses, all the stuff that could possibly hurt, and then the minions coming in from behind and just sniping the gold storages is what I was hoping for, and luckily that actually did work a little bit. So obviously one of the gold storages has dropped, we've got 70,000. They then start sadly going on the clan castle troops, which does kind of distract them a bit, but they've been able to take out one of the gold storages, which is pretty nice. So from there, I started working on the bottom as well to see if I could clear it out to allow my troops to go forward. Now the intention here was actually really good, but it probably wasn't done perfectly. I throw in another rage spell with my balloons here, so they take out the wizard, they take out the cannons, they actually go away from the air defense, which is sad, but it's not too bad. My minions then start pushing in as well to take stuff down, and I'm basically here trying to expose the gold storages. So at the top you can see I threw in some minions and my archer queen. They start going for that gold storage and they start dropping it, giving us quite a lot of loot. And also the minion at the bottom here starts taking out this gold storage. Now I'm not actually left with that many troops at all. We've got our queen at the top doing a bit of business. I throw in my king hoping he may go in, and punish those gold storages, but obviously he goes to the left here, and that's about the end of this raid, to be totally honest. So what I was trying to do was I was trying to expose the gold storages and sneak a few cheeky minions in to get all of the loot, but we were only able to get a very little bit of that loot. So we're going to quickly run over our third and final raid, then we're going to go and do a live one, which hopefully we do not fail. Again, another Town Hall 10 with a lot of gold, 440,000. These were all one after the other as well, which is really nice. So I throw in my balloons to take out these two areas, which they do really well. I also throw in another rage spell in the center and a freeze spell to freeze up a load of those possible air destroying troops. In come my minions as well, which start going around the outside, which isn't too much of a problem. They do drop the gold storages there, as you can see, going into the center now. And then I spawn some more in, which start going into the middle. Now, as soon as those gold storages start dropping, the money starts rolling in. And as you can see, my king's gone around the right-hand side, my queen's gone around the left-hand side, so they've kind of split up and missed the gold storages in the center. There's only one remaining, but that one does have about 112,000, which is pretty crazy. But we were able to take the 336,000, which is really, really nice. And then the queen probably could have gone for more, actually. If she was smart, she could have gone for the gold storage, but sadly she didn't, and we were able to run away with a lot of gold. So it is now time, everybody, to do a live raid doing the Balloonion. I'm going to check that I've got everything ready, raring to go. Looks like we can still get a few more balloons. There we go. We are now full. Yep, double checking. We are now full. So 30 balloons and 45 minions. Let's go find a raid and let's go get that gold. So we're looking for a raid here that has anything over like 200,000 gold would be pretty nice. As you can tell, I'm going for higher gold storages and stuff rather than going for those kind of pesky small ones. This one actually looks pretty tempting because the gold seems to be, rather than being in the storages, it seems to be at the bottom here, which is only protected by 2. You know what? We're just going to go for this one. We're not even going to look for anything higher. I think we might be able to take this down, get a 2-star, and run away with a lot of the gold. So let's start this off. We're going to throw in our balloons, 2 separate sides right here. I've got 3 raise spells with me, so I'm going to raise them up really nicely right there and right there. I'm going to then just spawn in some minions in the center. Oh, out come the Clan Castle troops, which are actually some really high-level troops, which is a shame. They're probably going to start taking those down. I don't know what I have in my Clan Castle. We have some stuff remaining. Let's throw in these minions, and hopefully we should from this be able to start taking out those gold storages and getting a bit of that money, which we are doing. As you can see, I'm going to freeze up that annoying wizard in the center, rage up my queen as well so she can take out that dragon, hopefully. There we go, dragon's dropped. And we've taken all of his elixir, and we are taking the gold as well. It looks like there's actually quite a bit of that gold in that storage over there, but it really, like, you know, from the actual thing, it doesn't look like there's that much in the storages, but it seems to be quite a bit in the storages, which is kind of strange. We were able to get a 50% though. The minions are now moving forward onto the storages, and they are taking those down as well, giving us that extra bit of loot that we required. I don't know if we're going to be able to push forward and take out the town hall here. We may be able to snipe it with the queen if she doesn't drop, but it looks like she is possibly going to drop. We've taken all of the gold, so it is a successful raid, and we have got the 1-star. Is she going to be able to take that out and take out the... No, she's not going to be able to take out the town hall. Scrap that. 61% and 167,000 gold. Taking all his gold. A pretty successful raid, even though not as successful as the other ones. Still pretty good. So, we have now got 3,228,000 gold, which means we can upgrade a massive 3 walls. It's so depressing. 3 million gold for only 3 walls. So let's start doing this. We are upgrading these ones here at the moment. So 1, 2, and 3. That is all gone now, but our walls are starting to upgrade and looking pretty good. So guys, tell me what you use to raid for loot. Do you think this is a good way to